Right. I'm here. Yeah. So once again, welcome to the 44th episode of this SkillUP program, which has been going on for the last 2 years. It started last year, sometime in the month of July, and it went on throughout the year. And encouraged by the response that we received last year, we are continuing this program this year too. Those who attend this program regularly know that this program was designed to help ourselves, all the LCIPs, the knowledge and the skills that we have cannot just rest with us. We would like to share them with others too. So each of these episodes is presented by an LCIP, and the intention is to share what we know with others. At the same time, there are quite a lot of trained graduates among Lions, and also sometimes, though they did not attend any institute, there are quite a lot of passionate Lions among us. And all these Lions are ever willing to learn from each other and grow and become for the future trainers. So that's why we thought that a platform like this will help every one of us. That was the idea with which we began. And last year we had quite a lot of workshops like this online. And then quite a lot of LCIPs came forward, make presentations, and we invited many past and current international directors to be chief guests at these programs. We are obliged to them. And as I told you already, this year we are continuing this program. This is SkillUp 2.0, that is the second year in succession. And this year also we have already conducted quite a lot of these programs every fortnight, sometimes every week. So because there are quite a lot of applications for making presentations, sometimes we have to accommodate them on each of these Thursdays. I take this opportunity to thank everyone who has extended a hand of support to see that this program happens successfully. So this is the 44th episode uh, going to be presented by Dr. Kshitij Sharma, and the topic today is building respect as a leader. And we've invited past international director Aruna Abej Oswalji as our chief guest today, and she's already with us there. We begin these programs with reading out the code of ethics. I had invited Line Amarnath Rao and Line nagaRAJU to read out the code of ethics. By if Amar is there, he needs to show just say hello. He needs to 1 second. I'll just check if he's there. Yeah, Amarnath Rao is here. I'm just unmuting him. 1 second. Yeah, so I request Amar and nagaRAJU to please be available to read the code of ethics. Both of you, please unmute yourselves. Amar, are you ready? Raju, are you ready?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead.
To show my faith in the worthiness of my vocation, my industrious application to the end that I may merit a reputation for quality of service.
To seek success and to demand all fair remuneration or profit as my just due, but to accept no profit or success at the price of my own self-respect lost because of unfair advantage taken or because of questionable acts on my part.
To remember that in building up my business, it is not necessary to tear down others, to be loyal to my clients, customers, and true to myself.
Whenever a doubt arises as to the right or ethics of my position or action towards others, to resolve such doubt against myself.
To hold friendship as an end and not a means. To hold that true friendship exists not on account of the service performed by one to another, but that true friendship demands nothing but accept service in the spirit in which it is given.
Always to bear in mind my obligations as a citizen to my nation, my state, and my community, and to give them my unswerving loyalty in word, act, and deed, to give them freely of my time, labor, and means.
To aid others by giving my sympathy to those in distress, my aid to the weak, and my substance to the needy.
To be careful with my criticism and liberal with my praise, to build up and not destroy.
Thank you very much, Lion Amarnath Rao. Thank you very much, Lion nagaRAJU. Some of you may not know Lion Amarnath Rao is our district governor elect 320D. And nagaRAJU is our vice district governor elect of the same
Thank
district.
you.
Both are from my home district. So
Thank you, sir.
sometimes I request my own friends to come forward to read out the code of ethics, and sometimes it's others. But even to read out the code of ethics, I am very happy that quite a lot of senior leaders come forward, including sometimes our council chairpersons. So I'm extremely happy that we begin these programs by reading out the code of ethics. I have great pleasure now in inviting our chief guest, Arunaji. I think I know how difficult it is to take out time from her busy schedule to join us this evening. But when I invited her, I think she's one of the past international directors who does not take even a few seconds to respond to messages. I don't know. I was talking to our district, our director Baburauji in the morning today. I don't know how she manages the time, but hardly a few seconds when my message goes, even before I've finished sending it, sometimes I get the reply. That kind of promptness, I think this is something really wonderful. She, I think it's very difficult to put in words the kind of work she does, the kind of roles she plays. She's a kind of a magnetic personality, an entrepreneur, a very big business person, a global philanthropist, and she's a social activist, wears many different hats. She firmly believes that, I mean, there's no point in planning to do something after we leave this world and go to the heaven. We can create the heaven here in case we do some good work. That's the philosophy with which she has been working always. She is the chairperson of the Abhay Oswald Group and also Abhay Oswald Trust. Some of you perhaps know, but most of you may not know that the highest donor to Lions Clubs International Foundation is not an American, is not a Japanese, not a Korean, but an Indian, and it is our past international director, Arunaji. I think it may be difficult to put in words. Maybe I'll ask her to tell us what is the latest total contribution she has made. It may be around 8 or 9 or 10 million dollars. I think such a huge amount of money she has donated to Lions Clubs International Foundation and has pledged a lot more. Currently, she is the chairperson of the Abhay Oswald Group and the trust, and she is the vice president of the World Jain Confederation, trustee of the Lumba Foundation, and chairperson of the India Council of Human Relations, and many, 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 many other organizations and societies. People say that Ambassador of Goodwill is the highest award that can be given to a lion. But personally, I think that Ambassador of Goodwill is the smallest award that could be given to Arunaji because of the kind of work that she has done. She received many other recognitions from past Prime Minister of India, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, and past President of India, Abdul Kalam, and quite a lot of others. She was motivated, inspired, mentored, and guided by her husband, Abhay Kumarji. And I think she has been doing extraordinarily brilliant, committed, inspiring work. And we are extremely happy today that she is with us. And I invite Arunaji to declare this episode of SkillUP as inaugurated and also give us her message. Over to Lion Arunaji.
Thank you, the LCIP facilitator nagaRAJU. Such beautiful words you spoke about me. I think you all have made me like this. And I bow my head and say namaste to each one of you who are present here today. Good evening. Namaste to all the leadership who is sitting here in virtually. I couldn't be able to see all, but I can feel everybody is there and they are going to gain a lot of knowledge today as we have Kshitij Sharma ji, who is a LCIP coordinator, and I have heard him so many times. He's also a great leader in his own. And nagaRAJU, I must compliment you for the initiative taken by you. You have today 44th episode. And I don't know how you reached to that level. 44 is a very big number. And just 6 episodes more, we'll celebrate a golden jubilee. Look at that. So I am so very happy that you'll be able to do that also. And don't forget me to call me at that time. We need to celebrate together this golden jubilee of your SkillUP programs. I think the lions who are in this audience, who are in virtual meeting, they must have had so many experiences in the previous speakers. As nagaRAJU was saying that he has invited so many PIDs, so many good leaders to, to make our more lions to become more leaders. What we call a leader. Today's topic is building respect as a leader. It doesn't matter that you get respect only as a leader. If you behave nicely, if you are humble, if you behave with humility, I think you are a leader in your own. It doesn't matter you are in a big position, you are a leader. Like if I am a chairperson of some company, or if I am chairperson of some big trust, I am a leader. No, even a housewife can be a leader in her own when she manages the house so perfectly. So what is leader? Leaders become great not because of their power, but because of their ability to empower others. So we all have to empower others. Only then we can create more leaders. Only we can serve this world in a better, and we can make this world a better place to live in. A good leader is always a fixer. Instead of dwelling on problems, they focus on solutions, take responsibility, and drive positive change. Progress depends on those who fix, not those who complain. Be a fixer and always keep going and keep moving. I was just wondering what to talk about a leader, because all the leaders are here. And when I started my journey as a lion, just as nagaRAJU was telling that I would speak something about myself also. Before I come to the main subject, maybe I'll take 2-3 minutes for that journey to explain who are new, who are watching me today just first time. New leaders are there and they are watching me for the first time. My journey was not like that which I am today. Like 36 years long back, I joined Lionism. But before that, because of the passion for Mr. Oswald's passion was to serve the country, to serve the people, to give back to the society, to serve the needy. He put me in this line of social service. More than 50 years from now, I can vouch on that. And slowly, I started to understand the meaning of social work. Once I asked Mr. Oswald, what do you mean by social work? He said, mine is a commercial factory. Aruna, I am handling a commercial factory, but I am giving you my social factory. I said, what is the meaning of social factory? He said, to serve the community at large, to give back to the society, to empower widows, to empower women, to empower children. Whatever you can do, whatever you have, if you can spare some amount, some time for them, that will be great service to mankind, great service to God. That's what the passion came into me, and he ignited the passion from me. I had the passion from my parents. I was brought up like that. And then when I went after marriage and I got married with Mr. Oswald, he just guided me, ignited within me that passion to serve. And from that day onwards, today, if I feel where I'm sitting, I am the same. Don't think I'm the chairperson of a big company. No. Don't think I'm holding a chairperson of a trust. We all are the same. We have a big lion family. I feel I'm a proud lion. I'm proud to be a lion so that I could be able to serve the community at large. I could be able to mix with each one of you. I could feel your feelings. You also want to serve, and we all can serve together. Alone I cannot do, but together we can achieve more. That is what we always call a true leader, who works with a team, who always gives opportunity to the others, his subordinates, and just watches them and encourages them. That is a true leader, which I always call about. I was just wondering, quality of a real leader. What is the quality of a real leader? I am reminded of a very beautiful, incident, or maybe a story of our past president in India, Indian past president, Abdul J. Kalam. In July 1979, Dr. APJ Abdul J. Kalam was in charge of the project ISRO. We all know that. When some members expressed reservations, he overruled and ordered it to go ahead. The launch failed. First time the launch failed. As a team leader, Dr. Kalam was humiliated by the failure, and he was saved from his chairman, and then chairman, ISRO chairman, Dr. Satish Dhawan. He reposed complete faith in his team's abilities and was confident that their next attempt would definitely get success. The following August, Dr. Kalam and his team tried once more, and then to launch satellite into space. This time they succeeded. Dr. Dhawan congratulated the team, asked Dr. Kalam to address press. After his term as a president, after his term as a president of India, he recalled, when failure occurred, the leader owned it up. When failure occurred, the leader owned it up to him, that failure is mine. But when the success came, he gave credit to his team. That is a great leader. We always need to give credit to the team. We need to delegate our responsibilities, delegate the duties. We need to encourage our leaders so that we can build more leaders. We can make more leaders happening in our, maybe in Lionism, not in only in Lionism, in our India, even in our associations which we belong to. I always talk about leadership. Kshitij Sharma ji is always a leader. I have heard him so many times. nagaRAJU, you are a leader on your own. The way you have come up, I have seen you from the first or second when I saw your program. It was very good, but improving day by day. And I can see your skills which you have improved in your leadership skills. So that is the quality of a leader. You dedicate to each other, and then you also take some qualities from others also. Whatever I am today, it is not me only. It is because of each one of you. You have given me so much of confidence, so much of courage. You have given me so much of honor, respect, love, courage, and everything, and responsibility that today I can address each one of you. And even today, I will not say I'm a leader. I'm just like you. We just have to improve more. We can't say we are just complete. This journey is never complete. This is a journey, whether it is leadership, whether it's journey of giving. Though I'm more in giving journey, but being a leader, I know how I can impress upon others to give more. As nagaRAJU was telling today, we don't know how much amount Arunaji's family has given to International Foundation. It doesn't matter how much you give. Please listen to me. It doesn't matter how much you give. It matters how you give. Even a poor person can give with the power of generosity. I would like to state a very beautiful story of a small woman, poor woman, how she had the power of generosity. A woman had 5-6 children, poor woman, and they were hungry. A man came to Mother Teresa and told Mother Teresa that a poor woman's children are very hungry. We want to give her food. Mother Teresa, as she was known for her generosity, she took a packet of food like dal, chawal, roti, whatever she had, water and everything. She took in a bag and went to her. She gave whole bags to that woman and said, you please give to your children. They are crying with hunger. That woman snatched the bag from Mother Teresa's hands and went out. Mother Teresa just little angry, and she thought, got confused. Why she has gone out? Children are just crying. They're sitting here. Anybody can die also, one or two child. But then the man said, Mother, we have to wait because she has to come back. When she comes, I will ask her, what is it all about? After 10-15 minutes, that mother came. She had the packets in her hand. When she came back, Mother Teresa, out of curiosity, asked her, where you have gone? I had given food for your children, and you have not given to them anything. You know what she said? Ma, I know. My children are very hungry. पर मैं क्या करती? मेरी पड़ोस की माँ के बच्चे भूखे थे. आधा खाना मैं उनको देकर आई हूँ. Half of the food I have given to those children who are hungry, and now I give to my children. This is the power of generosity I'm talking about. Same is leadership. Same is leadership. If you have leadership qualities in you, please give to everybody. Don't keep in with you. Delegate it. Spread it. Let us make more leaders. We need more leaders in our association. Like 1.5, we talk about our incoming president, AP Singh. is always talking about 1.5. 2027, we need to go for 1.5. How can we grow unless we delegate that power of leadership, that power of making members, how we can attract members? That power is held with the leadership. This is a quality of a leader who can impress upon the members to come in our fore of Lionism and be here and dedicate them to the society, to the service to the community. So my message will be that let us become a true leader, not within our homes, not within ourselves. The leadership has to spread. Let us, whatever we have good things in with us, let us give to our colleagues, give to our line members, our families, so that they can also prosper. They can also look in the front, look up to do something good for the society. So nagaRAJU, I'm so happy today that you gave me some time to speak about little of my journey, a little of how I became a leader. I will never say I'm a leader. Again, I'm repeating, but I am just like one of you each. We all are together, and being leaders of association LCIF, we need to prove ourselves. We need to make this 1.5 successful, this mission. Only then we'll be called a true leaders. We are so many education FDI graduates, LCIP, okay, fine. But the best thing when we showed the world that whatever we had committed with our president, we have done it. So this is a great mission, and I'm very confident the leaders who are listening to me, they're going to definitely grow more and more. And because the more we grow, the more we serving hands for the society. So we need that. That's the basic idea behind it. Service and bring more membership to the Lionism. So I'm very confident that in the next episodes also, Naga, we're going to do a great job. And I can just only end my just 2 lines about Mr. Oswal, because his last lines always, I remember that video recording which he did in Moscow when he left us from there, and he was talking to the pilot in a coffee time in a very easy mood, and he said, Aruna is doing what a wonderful work. I'm so proud of her. But the video clipping which my pilot gave me when he came back with his body, and that clipping I just heard after 15-20 days, and I was in tears, the message of his, which I want you all to know his message. If you do something for humanity, the whole world will salute you. If you do something for humanity, the whole world will salute you. This is what I want in my life. If you die with some respect. He proved it. I need to prove it. We all need to prove it. I'm sure we all leaders will prove to be good leaders. We all leaders will prove to be good lions. And I am proud to be a lion, which I always feel about that. Thank you, Naga. Thank you, each one of you, for giving me some time to speak about all this. Maybe next time we can say some more things. I can share some more stories, because I have so many stories to share. My personal experiences, wherever I go to serve the society, they are like very touching stories. But there is no time today. But definitely next time, please call me, Naga, to share some stories, my experiences, which I could be able to share with my leaders. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Thank you. And I really request you all to be a good leader. Thank you very much. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you very much, PID Arunaji. I think it has been wonderful to listen to you. I think the short story that you narrated about that poor woman who wanted to share whatever little she got with others, I think is the whole essence of kindness. And I think you have rightly pointed out how much you give is less important than with what art, what kind of passion, what you give. And also the personal story of your experiences as a leader, as a donor, as a kind person have touched us. And I'm sure everybody takes home that story that you narrated, and also the message that you conveyed. True. So it is the passion, the love, the kindness with which we share what we have makes us true leaders, and builds our respect as leaders and as human beings. Thank you very much for being with us and for sharing that message with us. Invite the speaker, LCIP, Kshitij Sharma, who has been a great friend of ours, who has visited our district and our multiple district on many different occasions. When I first met him, I thought he was a long-standing member of maybe 30, 40, 50 years. But I realize that he's less than 20 years old in Lionism, but he has already been a district governor, a council chairperson, an area leader, a multiple district GMT coordinator, and quite a lot of other positions he has held with great aplomb. And I think he is one of the most popular trainers, facilitators in great demand all across the nation and outside. I saw him as an RLLI facilitator, an ALLI facilitator, an FDI facilitator, and on many different occasions in many different responsibilities. And like Arunaji has already said, it's not the big amounts that we donate, but the kindness, the passion, the love, the sympathy and empathy with which we donate money. And Kshitij also has donated 12,000 US dollars to LCIF and has earned a Bruce Sapphire lapel button. He also is a second century ambassador. I think some of you know what that is. Professionally, he is a non-interventional pediatric cardiologist. That is a cardiologist who specializes in treating little children. So professionally also, he has been an exceptional, dedicated, committed doctor and the past president of the Indian Medical Association and Indian Academy of Pediatricians. He is a political leader too uh, in a very important role, and he is the facilitator of an art of living also. General Secretary of the largest ISKCON project of the Eastern UP and patron of many other charitable trusts, many other organizations. Though we know him more as a lion and as a trainer, he has been into quite a lot of different areas of specialization. We, I know him as a singer. I know him as a very highly jovial, friendly, sociable kind of a person. I have had the opportunity to work along with him on two or three different occasions, but every time I enjoyed his company, enjoyed being with him. So I invite LCIP Dr. Kshitij Sharma to make his presentation now.
Thank you so much, sir, for those kind words. I'm really flattered beyond my expectation and imagination. Thank you, Aruna ma'am, for accepting this invitation to be chief guest for my episode. It has been a truly very inspiring to hear these small stories that also that you keep telling. And every time we meet you, you are full of stories. It's very inspiring, and at the same time, we learn a lot from you. What is humility? You are the second word, the word personified, the humility that you have. Thank you very much. Without wasting much time, I would just like to share my screen. Let me see, where am I? Yes, I'll be here. Are you able to see this?
Yes, please. Go to the full screen and then start. Yeah.
So we have a topic called building respect as a leader. Each one, as Aruna ma'am said, each one of us is a leader in our own realm. A lady in the house is a leader. A child in a classroom is a leader. Everywhere you go, you have to be a leader because you have to lead your life on a day-to-day basis. But how do you build respect as a leader? I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. That's a quote from Maya Angelou, who was an American social activist and a poet. So it's important. The most important thing is, how do you feel in someone's company? If you feel good, if you feel admired, if you feel included in someone's company, you will remember that person for a long time. And respect is remembered long after the specifics fade. Now, we should understand what is respect. If you start liking somebody, is that respect? Because liking involves, you be in somebody's company and that invokes positive feelings. It's kind of an attraction to someone's presence or qualities. To some extent, you can say, yes, you like, you being in that, you enjoy that person's company. So that is like. Sometimes you respect people out of fear also. We have quite a number of examples of that in our alliance world also. But if you are respecting somebody because of some fear complex, it's an emotional response to a perceived threat or harm. So is that respect? I'm sure you'll say no. So what is respect? Respect is something which you admire. You are in awe of that person. You like that character, his integrity, his abilities, his achievements, everything about him. There's nothing negative that you perceive in that person, and you inspire. That person inspires you to be like him, or you one day want to be someone. He's like your role model. So respect is earned; it's not given. Now, if you want to be a good leader, you need to be you need to generate that respect. Respect is the cornerstone of leadership, because only if you have respect, somebody can trust you. And if people trust you, you are able to influence them in a positive way. You are able to engage them in a positive way. You are able to basically align them with the thought process of the organization, of the team, and ultimately build success. So it's the pyramid where respect comes right at the bottom. It's the foundation stone of a successful leadership. Why does respect matter? Or does it matter at all? It is the foundation of trust and collaboration, as I said. It enhances team morale and it motivates people, builds credibility within and outside the club, promotes a culture of dignity and inclusivity. And this particular line, culture of dignity and inclusivity, is the most important line, which is going to be, if you're focusing on this, we can control the retention and we can control the drops and retain members in our clubs. Another important quote from Richard Branson is that respect is how to treat everyone, not just somebody whom we want to impress. So respect is it's a part of your character. It's a part which you're not segregating that this is the crowd that I'm going to respect and this is the crowd I'm not going to respect. It's a part of your being. A reminder that respect must be universal and it is not selective at all. When we talk of respect as a leader, there are certain pillars which we talk about. The most important, that is the foundation of respect, comes from integrity. What do you mean by integrity? Integrity is the honesty and transparency. Do what you say you will do. And at the same time, you admit your mistakes. So the most important thing is integrity. The second pillar is competence. You have to lead with skill. You should know what your responsibilities are. You should stay updated with policies and programs of your association. And the most important thing is, if you are competent enough and you're not threatened by your team, you should promote growth in others. A leader is one, a respectable leader is one who, brings out more leaders. Consistency. Consistency is basically stability builds trust is all right, but main thing in consistency is you are predictable, not only in your decisions, but in your values. You're predictable. You are avoiding favoritism. You don't, because somebody is close to you, you don't offer things to him just because somebody is your favorite. In other words, you choose fairness over familiarity. That is being consistent. Empathy. It's people first. And how do you put people first? You actively listen to what they say. You understand what motivates a volunteer, what motivates your team member. At the same time, you celebrate the diversity that is available to you. And the last pillar, which I would say, is accountability. Accountability is you own the outcome. As Aruna ma'am was saying, that when APJ Kalam failed, he said it was because of me. And when the mission was successful, he gave the credit to his team. So accountability is not only, sharing success, it's also about recognizing contributions of others, and you have to be very clear about what expectations you are setting. So once these pillars of respect you take care of, then we are ready to embark on our journey of leadership. In Lions clubs, why respect matters in Lion leadership? See, we are not leading subordinates. We are leading peers. Peers are our own age group. Some of them are older than us. We are dealing with multi-generational people, multicultural teams. We are not looking at a paid staff. Nobody is a paid staff here. Everybody is there out of their own free will. You cannot exercise authority over any of your peers or any of your volunteers. It's more of an influence which works here. Somewhere or the other, you bring in the emotional leadership here. You read people's emotional quotient, and influence people. That is the way the Lions members get moved by your leadership. Authority does not move anybody in Lions. Respect, when you talk of respect in action within your club, it's like, as a leader of your club, you listen to all the members, very active listening. You recognize and contribute to recognize their contribution and achievements. Encourage an open atmosphere. People should not be feeling suffocated. If I speak, I will be ridiculed. You have to encourage an open atmosphere where people are not worried or not bothered to come out with new ideas. Whatever comes to their mind, it should be. You should not always be choosing some favorite people always to pick up and speak or to honor them. And mentoring leaders who are emerging. This is the action that you have to follow within your club to be respected. Well, Lions don't only work within the purview of the clubs. Their actions go well beyond their clubs into the society. So when you are in the society, you are representing the club, your own club, with dignity and with professionalism. You are upholding the Lions image in public. Very, very important. You're wearing a Lion's pin and you move out, and how you behave, how you dress, how you walk, how you talk. People are looking at you. And they're making an image of not you as a person, but Lions as a whole. In the community, you are partnering with stakeholders, other non-government organizations, other service organizations, and your actions are going to generate mutual respect. At the same time, again, when you move into the community, you have to embrace the diversity and include everybody in service. So I would just want to do a self-assessment activity. We can go into the chat box and see. I would like all of you to go back into your lives as a leader in the past 5, 10, 15, 20 years and just think over, what do I do that earns me respect? What part of my persona earns me respect? And I would like nagaRAJU sir to just give me the responses, because I'm not able to see the chat box. So I'm just seeing my screen at the moment.
Yeah.
So I just want people to come up with the facts. What do they do to earn respect within their clubs or their community as a leader, as a Lion?
The first response from Renuka Kundapalli is that she accepts diversity, and that's how she earns respect. And walking the talk is the response from Shaina. Listening to everybody is Neha's answer. And being a role model is Amarnath's answer. Able to answer the question is Hegde's answer, NM Hegde. And giving the best to the society is Lion Ramchandra Rao's answer. And Alka says, Alka says respect, earning respect itself is perhaps a respect to her, and respecting others' opinions is Padmavati's answer. Acknowledging, listening, and I think there are too many answers. Acknowledging and listening to respect others is Suparna's answer. Leading by example is Dr. Sarot's answer. Always available to my colleagues and being ready to help is from VP Marwa. Shama Gandhi says being on your own and getting up and getting and giving respect is an answer. Understanding
There's so
fellow
many,
man.
positive
Quite,
responses.
quite. Very
So
good.
I personally feel that each one of you are having the essence. But what is more important is, as if each of these skill up programs start with the code of ethics, and we have that code of, if you just follow the code of ethics, everything comes out as a respectable leader. Everything in the code of ethics is verbatim what you need to follow to be a respectful leader. Now, uh, we should also take a moment to think. All of us are learning every day. All of us are growing. Each one of us is growing every moment. And you be a lifelong student. Now, take a moment, and I want you to reflect on where you can grow as a leader, as a respectful leader. Which area of your persona do you need to improve or work upon to grow more respectful as a leader? Can we have a few answers in the chat box? We
Yeah.
talked of
Uh,
integrity, we talked of
uh,
competence, we talked of consistency, empathy, accountability. So everybody must be having something which is much very well developed. There'll be some aspect where they'll be thinking that I need to develop this more. So what aspect of your which of the pillars do you think you have to work on more? Just as a reflection on your own self. What do you think?
yeah. Some answers are here. Mm, Anil Toshniwali says impartiality. Nidhi Nagar, respecting different perspectives. Anita, empathy. And giving respect to others is Mohan Prabhakaran's answer. G.V. Ramna Reddy, being transparent. I think these are all answers to the earlier question, I think.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah,
No,
I
where
think,
we need to grow. What
yeah,
what reflecting on your own self, what do you feel? Which part of you needs to, where do you want to work? Which aspect of your persona do you want to work on, where you can, you know, get garner more respect from your colleagues and from your peers and from your club members and from your alliance?
yeah. I think there is an answer from Dr. Saroj. She says showing concern for others' well-being perhaps is an area where she wants to improve. And Kshama Gandhi, mutual understanding with fellow lions. Proper communication is Padmavati's answer. Involving everybody is Renuka's answer. Good relationships is Alka Bhattacharya's answer. And reducing anger, Anita.
Hmm.
And being innovative and creative ideas, Leena's answer. Mm. Accepting others' mistakes. Mhm.
Very good. Very nice.
Yeah, being empathetic is Vijay Kumar from Vijay Kumar. Communication is again Renuka's answer. Serving humanity by making blood available to needy patients.
Hmm.
Involving everyone. Behavior, listening to others, handling failures, listening to others, and quite a lot of other answers, Kshitij.
Yeah, yeah. So what I'm saying is, this is just to reflect on yourself, because res building respect as a leader is not a very, very elaborate topic on which we can talk. There are only 5, 6 points, but each point is a novel in itself.
Yeah.
So what will you do differently starting today? Just take it as make a note in your own mind. Something you need to learn today, which you have decided where can I grow, and how you're going to do it differently from today onwards, so that you can earn more respect as a leader. And I would encourage you to start journaling, or at least sharing one leadership change that you are going to make. And just journaling means every day get into the habit of writing something about yourself and what improvement did you make in your personality on that day. So that will help you go a long way. Now, strategies for sustained respect. Once you've gained respect, how do you maintain that respect over a long period of time? Or that is up to, it's like, we have Aruna ma'am here, and she has earned her respect, and now that respect has reached a stage where it's a legacy. So how do you build a legacy as a respectful leader? So its strategies are that you develop emotional intelligence, get into the basically more empathetic, very, very strong messages to practice servant leadership. We serve, we don't rule. I am the ruling governor, I'm the ruling zone chairperson, I'm the ruling. We should get over this ruling word and we should start talking about we are the serving governor, we are the serving zone chairperson. So become a servant leader. You are there to serve. Keep reflecting on your own self every time, whenever you get, and give feedback, take feedback. So, how do you give a respectful feedback? You know, we during one of the Lions program itself, I think it was the LCIP program, where we were taught how to give feedback. You know, it's like a sandwich technology, the sandwich method. So, what do you have on the sandwich? You have a soft bread on the outside with the cheese coating inside. Both sides you have bread. So when you start, and then you have the spicy patty or whatever dish is there in the middle of the bread. So when you start your feedback, you start with all good things. You just don't say you were too blunt or you were too fast or you were too. You start with the good things. You conveyed a wonderful message. It was lovely to listen to you. And then come back to the patties, the middle thing, slowly, and say, if we could have done this, it would have been better, rather than saying it bluntly. And then the third thing is the third layer of the bread again, where you talk about, you end up with again on a positive note. So you don't leave the person, feeling flustered or feeling conscious of what he has done. So that is how you give feedback. But how do you receive it? With humility. As a leader, you will always be asked for a feedback. Most often, you must have seen in so many Lions programs, what happens is that we have somebody speaking on the podium, and that person would have said so many things which you may agree or disagree with. Sometimes he may be very boring also, and he may not be very informative also, but he has been given the opportunity to speak. And when he comes back from there, everybody on the dais, congratulates him. Very well done, very well done, very well done. That's not a feedback that you give to a person. So, when you're receiving a feedback, even if it is not given to you in the sandwich way, even if it is given to you bluntly, you should just accept a feedback with humility. Very, very important part of a leader is accepting whatever is told to him with humility and not reacting but responding. And you can always say, I will keep it in mind. Thank you so much for your advice, and I will improve. Just move on with that. At the same time, a peer review should be very honest, but not very blunt. So that I wanted to emphasize on the feedback, because feedbacks sometimes push you forward and sometimes they hold you back also. As a strategy for sustained respect, as a leader, you need to be continuously learning, and you have to continuously be updated with your policies and programs of your institution or your association. Important thing is celebrating others' success more than your own. You should be instrumental in recognizing everybody's achievements and celebrate their success. So these are the strategies which will keep you in the respect mode between amongst all your Lion friends, Lion members, and your within your club and your society. Now, there is another thing. Oh, okay. What can kill the respect? We've talked about everything that enhances the respect as a leader. What are the aspects of a leader which will, kill the respect that he has generated throughout his life? But these four things: micromanagement. What is micromanagement? Micromanagement is that you don't believe in the power of delegation. You don't trust anybody. You give a job to somebody, but you keep tapping him, calling him every few minutes and asking him, how far have you reached? How much have you achieved? Will you be able to complete on time? So when you keep on, breathing down somebody's neck, the person always feels that you don't trust him anymore. He loses interest in his job. The job is not delegated to him. You have given the job to him, you have delegated to him, but you have not empowered him. Empowered means, had you empowered him, that means you would have trusted him, and then that person would have come back to you with his results. But when you start micromanaging, the person wants to get rid of your leadership. He says it is better he drops me from his team rather than make my life miserable. So micromanagement is something which can kill your respect, which you have generated all this wise. Another thing is inconsistency. Inconsistency means your integrity is not intact. That means you today you're not clear about your goals. You say something, tomorrow you say something else. You keep changing what you're talking. You keep changing your expectations. You keep changing your team members. You get influenced easily by what other people are saying. If you're inconsistent, then people will lose the respect that you have generated all this time. One of our ethics, I think the last ethic is, be generous in praise and very, very limited in critical and in criticism. And criticism should never be done publicly. So I'm telling you, every single point of our ethics will, if you follow, will make you a respectable leader. Criticizing anybody in public, washing dirty linen in public is not something which will make you earn respect. You cannot humiliate anybody in public. And then lack of transparency. You keep confined to a close circle. You don't mingle with people. You are not accountable for things. You don't recognize others' contribution. So you're not, you blame others for failures, take the success on your own. So all those things are the aspects which are going to damage the respect fragment of your personality. So after talking about what through what you can gain respect, this is also important to know what you should not be doing as a leader to lose that respect. Now we have this soft dapper standing here, and in our day-to-day language, I just put on 12 points. The slide is going to get very crowded, but I just wanted these 12 points to come as a ready reckoner, That is, keep your word every time. Do what you promise, even when it is hard, or even when nobody is noticing. That is important. Even when nobody is noticing, you will do what you have promised to be doing. Show up early, not just on time, because 5 minutes early says you value other people's time. Take ownership when you mess up. Say, I made a mistake, instead of making excuses or blaming others. Listen first. That is active listening. Speak second. Focus fully on understanding before thinking about your response. Skip the office gossip. Never talk badly about people when they are not in the room. Say what you mean clearly. Use simple words and give direct answers instead of maybe, we'll see, probably. Bring solutions, not just problems. As Arunaji was saying, you should be a fixer. You should have the solutions. You should not come with problems. Come with ideas to fix issues instead of just pointing them out. Go that extra mile. Not once, not twice, every time, consistently. Do a little more than what's expected in everything you tackle. Make room for others to shine. Recognize everybody. Give specific credit and praise for teammates, good work, and ideas. Ask for honest feedback. Request input on how to improve, then actually use the advice. Stay curious, not judgmental. Never judge people. Ask questions to understand rather than jumping to quick conclusions. And finally, as a leader, you'll be facing a lot of pressure, and due in that pressure, a true character of a leader has to be actually reflects when he's stressed, when he's under pressure, and he's in a pressure cooker situation. If you stay calm, even when the things get tough around you, and you are able to think clearly, that is the strongest, uh, you know, strongest reflection of your personality that you can give to your teammates or to your members. So this just the slide becomes very crowded, but on a day-to-day basis, these are the to do things as to earn respect on as a leader. And leadership is not about being in charge. It is about taking care of those in your charge. So you take care of everybody. You make everybody feel important. You make everybody feel good. You make everybody feel wanted. Nobody has any inhibitions in your presence. They are just open. Whatever comes to their mind, they are free to talk. They don't feel suffocated. They don't feel gagged that I am not supposed to say this. If I say this, I will be told this, I will be told that. So when you take care of those in your charge, you definitely will develop that respect. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Kshitij, for that wonderful presentation. I think you've done a lot of research on this already. I think this all looked quite original, and this is perhaps the first time I'm listening to this topic in Lions Clubs. Many other topics perhaps have been repeatedly done by quite a lot of leaders and trainers, but I think earning respect, building respect, it's something new for us. Thank you very much for
Thank you, sir.
that exhaustive, but at the same time quite impressive presentation. We have 10 minutes for questions and answers, and anybody who wants to give a comment or ask a question, you're welcome. Please raise your virtual hand. I'll identify you and I'll unmute you and you can ask a question. The first hand risen is from Dr. Saroj. Dr. Saroj, you can ask your question.
Good evening, sir. It was very nice session. So, my question is, you just asked about the inclusivity and the diversity, and so my question is, how can a Lion leader ensure inclusivity and diversity within the club, and what benefits does this bring to the community?
Okay. First of all, you should understand what is diversity. And when you accept diversity, that means inclusion. So diversity is within a club, you have multicultural people, multi-generational people. There are people who are of your father's age, then your age, then your children's age. So there are 3 generations in the club. They come with different backgrounds, different socioeconomic conditions during their time when they were growing. So their ideas and thoughts are going to be different. How they behave is going to be different, and how they are going to, tackle the same problem. The issue may be the same, but the way they approach the problem is different. The 3 generations. I'm just giving an example of generations. So these diverse generational issues, you have to accept each group to his own. To somebody, it may be easy to find a solution in a different manner, but to the younger group, they might have something thinking out of the box and doing it. So that is a multi-generational approach. Multicultural, the clubs may have different socioeconomic or cultural groups. So you celebrate Christmas and you celebrate Easter, but at the same time you also celebrate Eid and you celebrate Diwali and you celebrate Holi as a club. So the club feels included. That way, that is how you recognize and accept diversity. That itself means inclusion. And same thing happens to society. When you go to the society, I think this is current failure in my place. So when you go to the society, even society, you just don't take care of a particular socioeconomic group or a particular section of the society. When you do something, you do it for everybody. Whoever wants to take help from you or take your service, you are available to everyone. Am I audible? I don't know whether my net is working.
Yes. Your
There
face
was
is
power
quite
failure
bright.
suddenly. Yes.
Your face is quite bright.
Okay. So that's my answer for that. Is that okay, Dr. Saroj? Are you satisfied with that?
I think yes, I've muted her. And then the next question is from Anita. She says, do you agree having different leadership styles for different types of people?
Different leadership styles.
Ah,
See, the styles are something which is like your dress. I have a great friend, I think everybody knows him, Anand Mehta, who long ago when I associated with him for the first or second time, he told me something, a facilitator can only facilitate what he is. You can only bring out what is inside you. Whatever you learn from outside, whatever you read from this book, that book, all that will vanish when you are interviewing or when you are somebody's or when you're in a pressure cooker situation, all those things will vanish. Your true character will come out. So you can only facilitate what you are. Now, I am what I am. Now, if I am going to a cultural program, I will wear a different dress. If I'm going to a professional program, I wear a different dress. Those are my leadership styles. So, leadership styles, you have to cater to whom you're addressing to. What kind of audience or what kind of team or what kind of people you are meeting, you have to change your style of approach to them. As a trainer also, as a facilitator also, when we go for any program, we always go see the hall, see the acoustics, see the arrangements. But we always ask, what is the age group of the participant? How many people are in the class? Which kind of persons I am dealing with? How many ladies and how many men are in the class? We go into all those things and then we change our leadership style or our facilitating style according to that. So you remain the same. You fashion your presentation, your interaction, your dressing sense, or your, if it's a younger group, you sit on a table and keep talking, or you just stand near a, you need to make them active. You need to make them go around. You need to make them role play. That is a different kind of leadership style. When you dealing with somebody, a little more advanced age crowd is there, you need to be telling them stories which relate them to their earlier lives, and they just get emotionally attached to you. So you remain the same person and alter your leadership styles depending on whom you're talking to.
Thank you, Dr. Kshitij. And Shaina Jailat has shared a useful tool on how to lead people in the chat. In case
Yeah,
you
yeah,
like that,
I'll go
you
through
can
that.
download it straight from their
Yeah.
participants. So you can download it to your system from there,
Oh,
from the
that's
chat.
lovely. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's very useful, I think. I think the next question, please. Anybody else? There is a question here. How have you inspired volunteers to stay engaged and committed to a community service project? That question has come from H.N. Singh.
Please, sir, come once again. I was busy copying that message.
Yeah.
Come
How
again.
have you inspired volunteers to stay engaged and to stay committed to a community service project?
Okay. To for volunteers to stay engaged, you have to first tell them what good they are doing, what is the change that they are bringing in the society, what and how it is making them feel, recognizing their efforts, celebrating success. These are the tools with which you can keep the volunteers engaged continuously. The change that is brought within to the society, the change which is brought within them, the camaraderie that you share with people, with your teammates while you are doing the service, while you be as a volunteer, all those things you just bring them out, celebrate success, and they stay connected.
Thank you. Dr. Kshitij, I have a question. This perhaps
Yes,
does
sir.
not directly relate to what you have said. You talked about building our respect as trainers, as leaders, as people. Sometimes we are in the company of people who kill their own respect. You gave some ways people kill their respect. So, I mean, they become less respectable because of the things they do which are not worthy emulating. So, in such situations, how do we continue respecting them, or what should we do to, maintain that level of respect that we typically give to them?
Very, very tough answer for that, because this is something which we face on a day-to-day basis. And there, what happens is you respect the chair. You don't respect the person at that time.
Correct.
And you start respecting the chair because you are passionate, you are compassionate, you love your association. So you love your association, you don't want to say anything against your association, and somebody sitting on that chair, you respect that chair. And such a person, when when his tenure is over, he's forgotten not by only by you, by everybody else.
Can we give them useful feedback so that they get an opportunity to earn back the respect that they lost?
So the most important thing is you admit your mistake. Admit your mistake, be humble, become transparent, become accountable. So once you start doing these things, you are open to feedbacks, and you start recognizing people. Instead of celebrating your success, you celebrate their success. So these are the ways, and there are many, many examples of people, going down the slope and coming uphill. So within our districts, within our clubs, so it has happened. So it's just the same thing. We are humans and we do commit mistakes, but it is always good to admit those mistakes and always make changes and not to fall back into the loop again. That's the only way. That's the way we move forward.
I have a question for the participants. Maybe you can give your answer in the chat box. If I give you three alternatives to earn respect as a trainer, respect as a leader, the three alternatives are your knowledge and the skills that you possess and the attitude that you demonstrate in a training situation or outside. So, which do you think plays a very important role and a priority should be a priority to earn the respect of your team or people around you? Which do you think is most important? Knowledge, skills, and attitude. Please give your choice in the chat box. So, there are of course, somebody said all. Who is that? I think it's beneath. And many of them say attitude. A few of them say knowledge, and a few of them say skills also. But majority of the answers say attitude. Yeah, I also agree with you to a large extent. I think our attitude earns us the respect of the people around us more than the knowledge that we have and the skills that we demonstrate. Very good. Thank you very much. Kshitij, do you want to say anything about that?
No, I mean, I agree with attitude. Knowledge and skills are the content, but attitude is what connects you to people, and attitude is what makes you sociable, lovable, approachable. So content can always be downloaded from anywhere. It's you cannot change your attitude, or you have to practice your attitude actually.
Correct. Shaina, I am unmuting you. Do you like to contribute anything to the discussion?
I believe in attitude, but I also think here the skills is important, especially in the context of a trainer, because how you present yourself and in the role of the job, I think the skill comes through. But your attitude will always be there, despite whether you're a trainer or in your normal leadership, or even if you're just at home or in your work ethic. So for me, skills and attitude comes in purely on the baseline of the question being a trainer. Knowledge will come because we learn more even from the participants who are there, because it's all it does.
Thank you, Shaina. I saw Kshama also. I think these two are very young LCIPs. We have joined the fold. That's why I am inviting them. Is Kshama still there? I don't know. I can't see her. I think she's, no, she's not there. Anyone else? We have time for one or two more questions. I think maybe I can ask one more question, Dr. Kshitij. You played many different roles. You were a club level leader, a district governor, a council chair, and you were area leader, your GMT, GLT coordinators. Did any role that you were assigned help you earn more respect as a leader compared to the other roles that you were in?
I would not say any single role, because as you grow up walk up the ladder, it's just your horizon which keeps expanding. So I was I mean, I should not be bragging about myself, but I was a very competent. I was, I earned the Excellence Award as a club president, as a zone chairperson, as a region chairperson. And immediately after that, I became the second vice district governor first. So just your horizon keeps growing, and your persona meets more people. You meet more and more people. So it's not that I have any role has given me more respect. It's just that I always feel that I've been very fortunate that I've always found people who have always welcomed me with open arms, and we've always had this. Respect, in more of a love kind of relationship, just meeting people and hugging them, and just sharing and caring everything about them. So it's more of what do you say, more of a extended family kind of relationship that I've developed, and I feel connected to every single person whom I've ever met.
That's wonderful. Ram Mohan Gupta has written something in Hindi. I'm sorry, I can't read Hindi, but it looks
Let
good.
me
Ram Mohan,
see.
I'm unmuting you. Ram Mohan, would you like to read that? Ram
Ram
Mohan?
Mohan Gupta's written, Ram Mohan, can
Yes.
you read?
जी जी
You
जी
read yourself.
है छूना क्षितिज और अरुणाई जो हमारे आज के मोटिवेटर हैं उनसे उनसे प्रेरित होकर मैं लिख रहा हूँ। है छूना क्षितिज और अरुणाई, सद आचरण बहुत जरूरी है भाई, सच्चा अच्छा नेतृत्व है वही, चले संग साथ करे श्रेष्ठ जो सही।
Okay, thank you very much. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
The chief guest has joined us back. PID Arunaji, would you like to say something before we close the meeting?
Yes, I was hearing Kshitij. He's a great leader and he has a lot of expertise as a LCIP, leader. And I'm very happy that I have also learned today so much from each one of you. And even I was believing in that when you asked about three things what a leader should have: knowledge, skills, or attitude. I think first comes the attitude. If attitude is acceptable, then skills and knowledge can definitely come with that, because it depends how you're behaving with your colleague, how you are talking to your colleague. The attitude always means everything to me, which I feel. If I greet everybody with good vibes and all, they will be very happy. But of course, as China told that as a skill trainer, of course, skills are very important, even knowledge also. So I think the session overall, today's webinar was very, very informative. And I must compliment Naga to you as a leader that you have started this, mission of the SkillUP mission, and you are going to complete now maybe in next 6 months or 7 months your golden period also. And of course, thanks to Kshitij, because Kshitij, I have learned so much from you also today. I always believe that we always learn from each other every day. So
Absolutely.
even I have learned so much, and I'm definitely going to spread this message to all my other leaders whom I'm going to address to. So thanks, Kshitij, for that
Thank you,
knowledge
ma'am.
given to me
Thank you.
today,
Namaste.
and skills also given to me today. And of course, attitude is always what it means to each one of us. So thank you, Naga. Thank you, Kshitij. And thank you all for the opportunity given to me. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you,
Namaskar.
ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next presentation is going to be made by Dr. Jawhar Bihani on the 22nd May. The topic again is going to be quite interesting, from knowing to doing to becoming. So the three stages of evolution. PID Nawal Malu has accepted to be the chief guest that day. I invite Jawhar Bihani ji to propose a formal vote of thanks and also invite people to his presentation. Dr. Jawhar? Is there a problem muting yourself? Let me check. I'll stop sharing, and I think he's here. Jawhar Bihani. You can unmute yourself now. You were made a co-host, but maybe you left in the middle.
Thank you, nagaRAJU, for unmuting me. I hope I'm able to, you people are able to listen to me.
Yes.
And as you have already said that in the next fortnight, on 22nd of May, we will be having a very good topic and interesting topic, from knowing to doing to becoming. This is a process, and we will discuss next time. And I definitely request all the audience to be here to encourage me. Now the work given to me by nagaRAJU is the vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to thank our past international director, Lion Arunaji. She is always humble, and she always shows a path of life, how we should go as a human being on that particular path. She always uh, enlightened the path of helping the people, helping the humanity. And really, Arunaji, you are so simple and always inspire all of us. thank you very much for being with us for the whole session. I'm also thankful to our speaker today, Dr. Kshitij Sharma. I had a lot of interaction with Kshitij Sharma, and a very good speaker. And you have told us today about how you can build respect as a leader, and definitely
Yeah.
our own behavior, which matters. Thank you, Kshitij, for
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
inspiring all of us and showing us a very good topic. And we learned a lot, and we will definitely try to improve on ourselves with your presentation. I'm also thankful to all the audience who had been here. More than 105 people were present here. I'm thankful to all of them. And as it happens usually, that at the time of vote of thanks, many people they walk away from the hall. So this is what is happening this time also. But I am still thankful to them. And I'm thankful to our facilitator nagaRAJU, who has really been very kind for all of us to provide a good platform so that we can learn and we can speak and we can improve our skills. Thank you, nagaRAJU, for all these things and all these efforts. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Amarnath Rao. Thank you,
all. Thank you.
Narasimha Raju. Thank you, everybody. So the program ends here, but this window